is me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm flowing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch, the milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. To master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. Sky's the limit. So she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. As me, I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm flowing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch Watch me in my face, stay in your place, play your position, become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me.
Okay, what is going on, guys? We are back. We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast. As I still have my diffuser going again, not hotboxing. It's just my air diffuser.
Going crazy on the stream.
What is going on, guys? We're back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. And on this episode, we are on here with another edition of the news, man. If you guys do not know how this show works, this is your first time watching, every Monday we are on here with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday we are on here at 4 o'clock Eastern Time with the Newsman. So, with that being said, also, if this is your first time watching and you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Podcast, I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. It's going good. Just chilling out. Got my booster today, man. So if I'm moving my arm around or if I'm fucking zoning out, it's because of that. But overall, bro, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just again, waiting. Like we say every fucking intro,
Yep.
just wait until February, bro. God
Shit's
damn,
picking up,
just
bro.
wait. Thank God, man. Thank God.
Yeah,
Other than that, bro, I'm just chilling, bro. But what about you, man?
for sure, man. Yeah, bro, just chilling. Wait until February. We're in a down period in life. It's just nothing going on, man. So once Royal Rumble
Literally.
weekend hits, shit should be getting a little more busier. So excited for that. Also, if you guys did miss this Monday's past edition of Notorious Unscripted, you can now find that on all platforms. Does AEW know the difference between long-term booking and confusing booking? You can find that now, like I said, on all platforms. You can find the podcast on Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, you come join us right after Monday Night Raw each Monday, and hear us talk about the week of wrestling, man. So, yeah, like I said, you can now find that on all platforms. And yeah, we're going to start off with one of the big stories that's in the thumbnail. I completely forgot about this story. I guess that just goes to show how irrelevant this is. But this came out literally Saturday. All this news broke. About WWE and them opening their forbidden door, if you will, with Impact Wrestling. This all broke Saturday, as that last Friday they announced Mickie James for the Royal Rumble, and then it came out that WWE and Impact are having a working relationship or whatever. So yeah, we all know WWE. Hearing that was kind of very odd. I mean,
Yeah.
you could definitely tell what I think about it by the thumbnail. We'll get to it in a second, man. But Ringside News asked around about Mickie James coming back for the Royal Rumble match. She was also asked about the conspiracy that is becoming far too popular online, which says WWE is working with Impact Wrestling to slight AEW. We were told that the conspiracy theory of WWE working with Impact Wrestling to get back at AEW is not accurate. WWE's deal with Impact came along for much different reasons. A tenured member of the team told us that we need 30 women for the Rumble. Mickie left on bad terms with the whole Mark Carrano thing, so Laurinaitis reached out to her in the Rumble. She told him she's under contract to Impact. That's not an issue anymore. We were told that Vince doesn't care, and he even okayed mentioning Impact on air as a part of the deal. At this point, there are no borders. It seems that the forbidden door that nobody thought would be open has finally cracked. We will have to see how often WWE brings in contracted talent from other companies, but is not a deal breaker anymore. Yeah, and then Steve Carrier of Ringside News tweeted out, Mickie James is coming back for the Royal Rumble, which is an example of a big changing policy in WWE. We were told that when Laurinaitis reached out for her to be in the Rumble, she told him she's under contract to Impact. Source said that's not an issue anymore. No borders.
Okay.
Well, first things first. A lot of people lost respect for Mickie James. She went out and she tried to almost make everybody feel bad for her, as for to what happened, she wanted to change women's wrestling and this and that. She went and put together. She went to put together a whole show with NWA, and Tony Khan actually helped finance that show. And Mickie James just goes back. She went out, she said all that, how she felt disrespected and did, all this, that, whole 9 yards with feeling disrespected towards WWE, and all for her to just go back for the Royal Rumble. Yeah, man, what do you think about this Mickie James situation before we get on to this WWE opening the forbidden door? But yeah, the Mickie James going back is only a small piece of the pie. But yeah, I think this is bullshit.
Exactly.
You can't, nobody, I see this comparison being thrown around a lot, and it couldn't be more true. The reason nobody hated on Samoa Joe for going back was because he didn't come out and say, I felt disrespected. Fuck this company. They treated me like shit. This and that. He didn't do any of that. And with Mickie James, it's the complete opposite. She went out. She says she feels disrespected, and she felt disrespected by the company and women's wrestling and stuff like that. And then she goes and does a whole show for it, and then just goes back just because. And that's incredibly two-faced, if you ask me, man. So
Exactly, man.
yeah, man, what do you think about this situation?
I've heard it was mostly like jokes, but I can see it. It was revealed today that like AEW really doesn't care for Nick Aldis at all to like do anything with him. And a lot of people are saying like that might be the reason, one of the real reasons she's trashing AEW like she was. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you don't want to work with Nick? All right, but it's just hypocritical as fuck, bro. You're always talking about women's wrestling that, women's wrestling this. You go to make a women's wrestling pay-per-view. You can't pay for them. You can't pay them. So Tony Khan not only sent six women over there to be on the show, but he helps pay for it all. And you go start liking tweets about Forbidden Door was never for the women, I guess. How many times did we see fucking the NWA Women's Champion or fucking this? You know what I mean? It's just that sellout mentality that certain people have been shown lately in the past like 3 years, man. But it's nothing but that. It's nothing but a sellout, bro. Nothing to WWE. And well, I'll get to the next part I was gonna say, and after we talked about the WWE side of it. But she's just how do I fucking describe it? They just need her for the Rumble. She's acting like she's about to do both 24/7. She doesn't get it. And then once the Rumble's over with and they want nothing to do with Impact, she's gonna be complaining again. Watch.
Yep. Exactly, man. But this sparked a multitude of rumors. I've been hearing the past couple days that WWE saving a spot in the men's Royal Rumble for an Impact guy. I want you guys to know that if WWE ever, for whatever reason, started bringing in talent from another promotion, your favorites on Impact Wrestling will be buried. They will be buried without a second thought, man. I kept seeing everybody. Yeah, I kept seeing everybody saying, "Oh, wow, we're gonna get Moose versus Roman Reigns." Who the fuck wants to see that?
Who the hell? Moose apparently the man wants to get pinned.
The only people that want to see that are people that work for WWE, and they do this every time. The people that work for WWE, the talent, that are trying to give themselves false hope about getting excited for something. Remember when they did that with New Japan, and they were out there tweeting and they were all so hype, and then nothing ever happened. Like, oh, we're gonna get to see God versus Usos. You had Drew McIntyre calling out Okada, and nothing ever happened. It's like,
Nothing.
I don't know,
That's how
man.
they get them. I don't know how they fall for that.
Exactly, bro. That is WWE. The only people that are excited about that partnership are people in WWE who are trying to give themselves false hope about this place getting exciting. But
Exactly.
also, like I was getting at before, I want you guys to know WWE never will play well with others. WWE never will. WWE was reaching out this shit. We were talking to somebody in the live chat the other day. Somebody was saying, oh, Chris Jericho is gonna be in the Royal Rumble. WWE reached out to AEW to get some of their talent to get AEW talent to do docs. I'm assuming like sit down interviews or whatever for like documentaries. That guaranteed. I'll admit if it ever happens, I'll eat my words, bro. But that is not going to amount to shit because
No.
Tony Khan knows if he sends a guy over there to lose. You think WWE's gonna send a guy over there to lose? Well, they might, but it'll be Madcap Moss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The WWE just doesn't play well with others, and it's never gonna end good. Vince McMahon has been stuck in this way for so long. He is not changing. He's acting like he's changing because there is a women's Royal Rumble that needs 30 women, and you don't have 30 women, so
they got no other choice, man.
Exactly, bro. WWE, man, they don't play well with others. Now they're trying to be cool and be hip and act like all the cool kids and work with other companies. But this is not WWE. WWE is not. There's been multiple times where it's almost going to happen and it never happens. Nothing's ever close to happening with this fucking company, man. But yeah, and even if they do work with AEW guys for documentaries, there are people that would do it for sure because, like I told you guys, I think last week, WWE has their whole Peacock deal they need to uphold, and they need content. But then there are also a number of guys that won't do it. You know what I mean? And the only thing I'm genuinely interested in seeing AEW talent go over to do some kind of WWE product for, there's one show, the Stone Cold Broken Skull section, because those are always top tier. Those are some of the best sit down interviews you can watch in wrestling, for sure. So
Hangman on that bitch and shit.
I was gonna say Mox. Unfortunately I can only see these idiots getting I can only see them wanting Brian, not even Punk.
Oh no, God, no.
Mox. Well, we already seen Jericho. Maybe Adam Cole. Guys like that. I think he was already on one of those. I think
he probably was.
I think Mark Henry was as well. Guys like that. The big name.
Exactly.
Adam Cole, Mox, Bryan, the big names that were ex-WWE stars, and WWE kind of thought of them as bigger stars. Well, maybe not Adam Cole at that point. So, but that's the only thing I could see them for, and that's genuinely the only thing that I can that I would be interested in seeing. Another thing I'd be interested in seeing, actually. Here I am giving WWE a free great idea. You know how they do the Ruthless Aggression, series, and it's like a timeline to the Ruthless Aggression era, and each episode each episode is like on a different talent and like their experience through the Ruthless Aggression era. It's really good. I have to watch season 2, but what I would like to see is a NXT Golden Era documentary.
That'd be dope.
And each episode, you do an episode on the UE, you do an episode on Gargano, you do an episode on Ciampa, Black, Sanity. and just run us through the whole thing. Balor, Zayn, run us through the whole thing and do something like that. I'd be interested in seeing that as well. But yeah, so there's WWE saying
Makes
there's
no
no
sense.
borders. Yeah, there's no borders in January because you need a Royal Rumble match.
And the only reason they're even willing to work with Impact is because their fans, the casuals and WWE marks, they're not gonna go watch Impact. So they could put these Impact people on their show. You're like, okay, they're not gonna go watch it. They don't like them. But if they put AEW, company like AEW, a lot of those fans will be like, well, maybe I'll go watch it for see how it is. You know what I mean? No hardcore WWE fan and definitely no casual is peeping over to Impact, bruh. And they know it, and Impact thinks it's the opposite, bruh. So hope the deal works out, man.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, bro. Yeah. Also, speaking of Impact Wrestling, Tom Hannafin, aka or FKA, formerly known as Tom Phillips, has joined the Impact Wrestling announce team and will be making his debut at Impact's Hard to Kill. Hard to Kill already happened. I'm sure he did a great job. Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
He was shafted from WWE for God knows what reason. And I'm sure he'll make a great addition to any pro wrestling announce
Yeah,
booth that he steps onto, man. So
and I always heard that Impact's announced commentators were ass. I've always heard that shit.
yeah,
So
yeah,
hopefully he can improve them.
yeah.
And hopefully he's not face
They
fucking anybody.
yeah they let go of Matt Striker, and they
Mm.
kept D'Lo Brown, and I don't know why. Well, I don't watch Impact, so I don't know if Matt Striker is bad. But from what I remember of Matt Striker, he was pretty good. Um, he was pretty good. I would have did him and him and Tom Phillips
Yeah.
on the booth, but they have Tom and D'Lo Brown. He was actually on Oral Sessions, Phillips, and I was listening to it, and he was explaining to Renee Young how he always liked the 2-man booths
Yeah.
over. He was telling her how he doesn't really like when he did the 3-man or the 4-man or fucking whatever WWE had him do. They probably had him do like a 10-man before, 10-man fucking
Probably.
commentary. Yeah,
I
man,
think
but
didn't it for like Survivor Series one year they had the 4-man or something? I remember one show
yeah,
or
yeah,
one or
they
two
did.
shows they did
They
the
did.
4-man.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
God.
early 2017 SmackDown when it
Oh
was
yeah.
Morrow, JBL, Byron, and David Otunga, I think. Or no, it
Oh
was
man.
Phillips and David Otunga.
It was Phillips. Yeah. God.
How the hell do they sit all crammed together like that? Like, can you imagine the two dudes that are in the middle
Oh,
and they
they're
got
fucking so annoyed.
no fucking space whatsoever, and then the guys on the
Mm-hmm.
end, their fucking legs are hanging out from behind the table. Nobody can fit. You could barely fucking talk on screen because there's 4 of you. That's
Like
ridiculous, man. I don't know
that's
whose
some dumb
idea
shit.
that is, for
I
sure, man.
swear.
For sure. We got Durante McDaniel back again in the chat. What is going
Hell
on,
yeah.
man? I see you're going crazy. We need Bleach to watch WWE television. Absolutely. Lita is on SmackDown tonight. Is she? I did not know
Oh
that.
shit.
God
No
bless.
clue.
Yeah. Fuck the Women's Royal Rumble for sure. For sure.
Oh truly.
Says, I can't fucking wait for people to bitch and complain about Moose not being in the Royal Rumble, and I can't fucking wait. I'll be here doing this with laughing
Telling you, bro.
emojis. Absolutely. Moose, bruh, or whoever Impact has to offer, your favorites on Impact Wrestling, whoever they may be, WWE does not give a single shit about them at all. At all, man.
They do
So,
not.
yeah, they will be buried. WWE has shown us time and time again they don't give a fuck about other people, other people's talent. So, yeah, man. Yeah, so that's the news. I believe that's all the news we have for Impact. Tom Phillips, man, the newest member of the Impact Wrestling announced team. So yeah, I'm sure he'll do fine. Yeah, for sure, good for him. Brody King, Brody fucking King. Finally debuts for AEW this past Wednesday. We're gonna talk all about it on Monday, but Brody King is official with AEW, man. It is official. He is all elite. Brody Lee AEW have officially announced the signing of Brody King. Did I say Brody Lee? Has officially announced the signing of Brody King after he made his debut on last night's episode of Dynamite by helping Malachi Black. So AEW have made it official. Brody King is officially on board, and the House of Black is actually has some wheels to it now. It's not just Malachi Black. So yeah, man. Yeah, super pumped for this. He's gonna do great. I'm glad they finally did it.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, man. Good for him, man. Finally did it. And speaking of the House of Black, have you seen the details about that Pac segment?
No, I haven't.
Was holding those cards.
Justice.
Malachi Black, a couple I don't know when, I just saw it on his Instagram story. He posted those same type of cards. So, a lot of people are saying, could Pac go to the House of Black? That'd be pretty cool. Man. But I want Pac solo. That's personally what I want, but I'd be down.
Yeah. Either way, the Death Triangle has failed. Either way,
Needs to end. Exactly.
It failed.
That shit sucks.
It does very much so. Either way, it failed. Personally, what I would like to see, I've been saying this shit for months. Pac is a loner. He worked best when he was alone. You could just tell by his work when he was the Cruiserweight champ. In WWE as the king of the Cruiserweights. He was great. You know what I mean? There was that was the best version of Pac we've ever seen. Is the king of the Cruiserweights. And I remember back from Black's original kind of vignettes too, when he was in the feud with Cody.
Yeah.
I remember he always had the tarot cards or whatever they're called, in his hands, and Pac was holding the one on his segment. So that's one thing I mentioned to you a couple days ago in private, is after, I think it was after Dynamite when we were talking about it. I think Pac could potentially be joining this group. I mean, it was very cryptic. It was very when I was live tweeting, I even gave out the reference to the old original Aleister Black vignettes, how he was sitting, and it looked like Pac was sitting crisscross. He was sitting with all the candles behind him, and it just looked very Aleister Black type of vignette. So he could possibly be in that group. I would be down for it. With that though, the AEW needs to move it along with these trios titles, because if you're gonna add another faction to this show, Sir K said this I can't remember if it was on Unscripted or news, but he said, I know he said this. I have the clip in my phone. I'll upload that for you guys within the coming days. But he said, you said the other week that trios titles need to be in place because it will better organize the roster than a TBS mid-card women's title would.
Exactly.
And you're absolutely correct. And with the addition of another group, and then you got to think, is Wyndham going to come in with a group? So that's yet again another faction that you have. So you have the Inner Circle, the Pinnacle, you have the Elite, you have the Paragon, you have
the Best Friends.
Yeah, you have that fucking faction. You have whatever group. If Wyndham comes in with a group, you have that. You have the House of Black.
Exactly.
That's like 7 groups, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some. You have HFO. You know what I mean? That's 8. I would never contemplate putting the titles on them, but besides the point. So if you want to do that, man, I really think that you gotta, kind of think about,
Exactly.
what the hell. What are we doing for these groups other than putting them in just random group feuds? You know what I mean? Because who knows, man? This feud with the Elite versus the Best Friends, maybe if they had something to fight over, it would make a little more sense why it lasts this long. You know what I mean? I'm sure it'd still be trash, but besides the point.
But like, why do they keep going after? Why can't the Best Friends just fuck off? At this point, what is the reason they're still walking up to him? I don't get it.
Beats me.
God, I hate that fucking group.
Oh, they're so trash, bro. They're so fucking horrible.
Trent, Moretta.
Yeah, man. So, with the addition of what looks like another group, you really are going to need these trios titles, man. And I really think we need to see them by the summer or All Out or something like that. You need a trios championships, man, for sure.
You really do.
I'm tired of talking about this shit.
Exactly.
Like it's gonna happen, and it never does. You need to organize the show, man. You did not need a TB. If you really wanted to have a TBS title, that is another mid-card championship for the men.
Exactly, and that would have made if they ever do a Survivor Series type show one day in the future, what's a better Survivor Series type match than the TBS versus TNT champ? Come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
And
exactly.
it's the same network, so any of them can win and a network will be fine. That's the good thing about it. You could do brand-to-brand shit, and it's all the same network, so you could do this on this show. It's not like fucking WWE where fucking all the networks hate them because they can please nobody, but they gotta please everybody at the same time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm tired of talking about these championships like they exist and they don't. They really need to get a move on here, because these championships, with as big as this roster's getting, you absolutely need them, because there's just too much. There's too many factions. You need to organize them.
Who's a trio? Who's a tag team? Who's singles?
Exactly.
2.0 and Daniel Garcia.
That's another one.
Group I forgot. Like, there's so many.
Yeah, it's another one, man. So, with that, speaking of another man that could be coming into AEW, look, if I've been excited the past couple of weeks, and if I've been having false hope about Tony Khan thoroughly upsetting me on the January 5th edition of Dynamite, I thought that was going to be a way bigger show. If there's one show, because me and you have been saying lately we're not falling for this shit. If there's one show he's got me hooked on, it's January 26th. I gotta fall for that one. I have to. And Johnny Gargano, obviously that's the general consensus here. Johnny Gargano will be making his AEW debut on January 26th in Cleveland at Beach Break. So, Johnny took to Twitter recently, and he mentioned, it's not in this quote here, they only took out half of it, but he mentioned working out while listening to wrestling music. And then he says, the itch is slowly starting to come back. Johnny Gargano teasing, well, look, man, you got 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks, man, for that itch to finally not be an itch anymore. Look, man, like I said, if there's one show Tony Khan has me falling for, it is January 26th. Because we absolutely need to see Johnny Gargano in AEW at that point. And then I think at Revolution, we will either see Keith Lee or Bray Wyatt. I think.
Hey, bro.
I want to say.
At this point, I'm unsure if Johnny's gonna be in Cleveland at Beach Break. I'm not getting my hopes up for that one personally, man. It's just not from AEW side right now. I feel like it's coming from Johnny's side right now. I don't know if he just wants to instantly get back at it, man. I really don't. But and with Bray, there's just something I don't see happening anytime soon. You know what I mean? Maybe Double or Nothing, but
that's what I've been thinking.
I don't know.
I could see. I could absolutely see Keith Lee at Revolution.
That's who I think will be at Revolution. Is Keith Lee, but with Bray Wyatt, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's been weird lately. I don't know when he's gonna debut, if at all, in this early in the year, man. I'm unsure, man. I'm unsure, and I'm unsure with Johnny on fucking January, whatever the fuck the date is for that one. Man, I just don't know, bro. I really don't know.
Let's see. Wyatt, I feel he's been out of the news for so long. He is making everybody forget about him. And I think by the time Double or Nothing comes around, I think that's when we'll see him again. I think.
I hope so.
I want to say May, because, March. I don't know. I see Bray at Double or Nothing. I guess saying Revolution would just be wishful thinking, but I totally see Keith Lee wanting to instantly get right back into it. But Johnny Gargano, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man, with this tweet and just with them making Beach Break in Cleveland of all shows, it's fishy, bro. It's fishy.
It is, because Cleveland doesn't even have a single beach.
Exactly, bro. And I want to see Gargano, and ultimately I think we will see him. He's such a wrestling kind of guy. I think I feel like he wants to get back.
I think he's definitely going there.
Oh yeah, for sure. But then the one thing you can't get your hopes up for is he's about to have a kid in February, I think.
Exactly.
I mean, not like TK won't give him, the time off or whatever.
No, but I think he thinks it's more efficient to just wait till after, the maternity leave would have happened, and then come back. I think that's his mentality right now.
Quite possibly. But we'll just have to wait and see for Beach Break, man. It's either way, it's going to be exciting, bro. It's going to be exciting. Because we will eventually get him in AEW. No matter when it is, we will eventually, for sure, get him in AEW.
But
Yeah, more WWE news, I guess. More WWE news. Oh yeah, I seen this in the news the other day. Big E isn't happy with his WWE title run. I
oh,
laugh at all the people that
shocker.
genuinely liked it. Jesus.
Yeah, and
MLW suing WWE. Professional wrestling company Major League Wrestling filed a lawsuit against World Wrestling Entertainment. The federal antitrust lawsuit is based on WWE's ongoing attempts to undermine competition and monopolize the professional wrestling market by interfering with MLW's contracts and business projects. As described in the complaint, WWE pressured third parties to abandon contracts and prospective relationships with MLW. WWE's misconduct included disrupting every level of MLW's business, including a major streaming deal for MLW, which would have been transformative for the company. MLW also oh my god. MLW
Friday was one of them days.
MLW also alleged in the complaint that in early 2021, after MLW announced that it was in talks with Vice TV to air MLW programs on Vice, a then WWE executive warned Vice that the owner, Vince McMahon, was pissed that Vice was airing MLW programs and that Vice TV should stop working with MLW. The Vice TV executive responded that WWE's conduct was illegal and an antitrust violation, with the WWE executive responding that she could not control Vince McMahon.
Man, oh man.
Jesus. Unfortunately, WWE's guy, I don't remember his name. WWE's dude wins them everything.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, they will fucking find some way to get out of this. Vince McMahon just continues to pile on illegal shit that he does,
Yep.
and nobody fucking bats an eye towards it. And it is quite ridiculous the amount of shit this old fuck gets away with on the day-to-day basis, bro. This dude,
Exactly.
oh my god, man. I mean,
Like,
I don't know, bro.
when the story dropped, bro, everybody was shitting on MLW. Because apparently it's a impact depression type deal for MLW where they can't really pay people and shit. But that's all people were talking about when they saw this story. Like, can you not see the fucked up shit that's going on here? Yeah, it's fucked up that they can't pay their guys, you know what I mean? But I wonder why. I wonder why they can't pay nobody. TV deals getting interrupted, bruh. That's some illegal ass shit, bruh. Vince, no one talks about it, and he's just gonna keep getting away with it, bro. Sadly, they're gonna win the lawsuit, man. We all know it, and just another case of doing illegal shit and getting away with it, bruh. And I wonder what's next.
Yeah.
Imagine if TK did that, bruh. That man's head would be on a stake.
And people will be saying, he's no better than Vince. Yeah, okay.
No better. While they're praising Vince, oh, he's a great mind. He's Vince McMahon. Oh God.
He's a genius.
Kill me. Yeah, genius fucking villain. Or was just straight up doing illegal shit. Shit ain't right.
Yeah, man. And another faction we forgot to mention. The Dark Order.
Oh my God.
And with that,
Fucking
Bray
Dark Order.
Wyatt will not take over leadership of the Dark Order. John Silver recently talked to Barstool Wrestling Podcast. Silver addressed the endless guessing about who will take over the Dark Order. John says nobody has been right so far. And I quote, here we go. I hate that so much. We get tweets all the time for a while. Like it was like anyone who got released from WWE was going to be the next leader. So I would just make tweets like, "Oh, I guess Adam Cole's the next leader of the Dark Order." Anyone that doesn't make sense, "Oh, it's going to be Bray Wyatt, right?" No, it's not. End quote. First of all,
they get so salty.
anyone that doesn't make sense, and then you proceed to mention Wyndham?
Bro, what?
If there was a guy, I don't want to see him lead the Dark Order, personally.
Oh, no,
I
no,
don't want
it's
to
fine.
see it. Don't dump that bullshit off on him, because he
Exactly.
dealt with bullshit for so long and trying to make things that were never going to work. You need to break
Don't
this
make him
group
do it
up.
again.
Evil Uno, you need to... Evil Uno and Stu Grayson and somebody, not Bray, would be fantastic.
That would be amazing.
As that would be a great trio, I think. Uno, Grayson, and I don't really know who you could put in that role.
If anything, Angels will probably go on like that Guevara side of the company. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he fits there.
10? Maybe
fits
10 I
there.
could see.
I know if you didn't Dark Order, if you Dark Ordered him and made him look like an actual human being, I know he's great. I know his best friend is Wardlow. I know that.
Oh, okay.
So you have that. He kind of looks like a little bit of a jock. So I'm sure you could kind of put him in one of those like upper class dude. Yeah, maybe that'd be a good one. But
shit out.
Regardless, Silver and Reynolds could just go be a comedy relief.
You know what they could do? If you want a good comedy relief trio, fuck the Best Friends, Orange Cassidy, Silver, Reynolds. That's a good comedy trio.
Yeah, I like that.
Because the Best Friends are not funny in the fucking... Oh, bro. I hate that group, man. I hate them. But
they don't gel well with Orange Cassidy at all.
No, they don't. They're just guys. There's nothing unique or special about them. They're like pre Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky. They're just guys. They're just here. You know what I mean, man? But like, break the dog.
You could put 10 with the Men of the Year and have them kind of like mentor him.
That'd be pretty good. That'd be down.
You know what I mean? But anyway, back to what he said.
Gotta go pay rent.
Oh yeah, he's gotta go work for the Daily Bugle to pay his fucking rent.
Although today he can be the best fucking Mr. Dokovic. Craven Hunter, the gimmick.
Yeah. So he says, So anyway, anyone that doesn't make sense. Oh, it's going to be Bray Wyatt, right? No, it's not. And like I just said, I don't want to see Wyndham do it. Don't dump that off on him. But you proceed to say anyone that doesn't make sense. And then right after that, you say the first name you mention is Bray. Bray, out of anybody on the planet, makes the most sense to...
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Only one that could make sense that isn't fucking in Puerto Rico. He's in the U.S. now, but he's the only other one that would make sense. Other than that, split the fucking group up. You guys, they're so salty with that type of shit, bro. Like, they don't understand. This is not what Brody would have wanted. He wouldn't have wanted this group to stay together this long while still doing nothing. He would have wanted them to go on their own and do different shit, man. They just can't let go, man. They just can't.
They can't, bro. They need a fucking leader, or they need a heel turn. They need something. They can't
stay this forever.
Yes, they need a heel turn and a leader. That is what they
really
need.
Do.
They need somebody who could whip them all into shape.
Although I do prefer Pac on his own, him, Uno, and Grayson might not be too bad.
Yeah, I was thinking
Because
about
he
that.
always rocked that purple. You know,
Hmm.
he's been known in that purple. Where I think that could be good.
Yeah, yeah, I was
Could
thinking
put some
about him.
legitimacy with them.
Um,
I don't
oh
know who you
man,
could put with those two. Maybe you could just keep them as a tag team.
they're great as a tag team.
They're
They
an
don't let
amazing
them
tag
wrestle
team.
enough.
Exactly. They're. I would just keep them as tag team unless someone comes in that's perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
But John Silver,
Tweeting.
man, John, uh,
Hell nah, bro.
I mean, he's somebody serious, but I mean,
Mm.
for the serious part, I could see him filling that void. But the guy can't wrestle. The guy just can't
Oh hell nah,
wrestle.
bro. Kill me.
I would say Rowan, but I don't really see him as like a leader.
No, I
Rowan
I
is
see him
Rowan is
doing his
another
own shit.
guy. Yeah, Rowan is another guy that makes all the sense in the world, but I just don't see him being a leader. He
No,
just makes sense because of how close he was to Brody. You know?
exactly. That would make sense. But other than that, I think he likes what he's doing now.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, man, the Dark Order, bro. I don't know, John Silver, man. I don't know why. I don't know why this group gets so salty when talking about a leader. Like, you know, damn fucking well, Brody Lee would not. Brody Lee is looking down on this group, saying, "What the fuck is this shit? This is
Exactly.
horrible." I
Why
mean,
are they
these,
still together?
bro.
Why are they still doing the same thing we were doing in 2019, in late 2019?
Like,
Oh man,
this group, man, has just been stagnant, bro.
it really has been. It
This
really
is just
fucking.
not, it's not good, man. This group needs to open their eyes to a new to a and look, if they don't want a leader, if they feel so much against, you know, uh getting a new leader, just break the fucking group up.
Exactly, bro.
And
Do
then
your own
when
shit, man.
it would be even cooler, man, if the group broke up. And then when Brody Lee Jr. was, wrestling,
Oh, yeah,
and it would be even cooler if he revived the Dark Order and made his
exactly.
own new Dark Order. That'd
Brought
be
it back
dope.
together. That'd be some cool shit.
That'd be dope. But as far as this version of the Dark Order, these guys need to get a heel turn and a leader, or they need to break up, because this shit is just horrible.
Exactly.
And then you're getting salty at the fact of the possibility of Wyndham, of all people, being your leader. Like, you don't think you'd be fucking more than blessed to have that man as the leader of your group?
Exactly. The fuck?
Ah,
Doesn't make
ridiculous,
sense,
man.
man.
This group is just gonna stay this way forever if they stay in this mentality. And that's not good for them or the group or the show. Because the
It's really
Dark
not.
Order are trash, bro. They're fucking
They really
trash.
are.
Um, okay. Injuries. Injuries. We
Mm,
all hate them. We
exactly.
got 3, and they're all on SmackDown.
Fuck.
Sasha Banks expected to be out of action for 6 to 8 weeks with a foot injury.
Damn.
WWE just lost Tony Storm. They, I believe, have no baby faces on this show. No
Okay.
good baby face women on this show. You have Shotzi, who could have been one, but they had to turn her heel for whatever reason.
They released Tegan Knox.
Yeah, you released Tegan Knox. Wasn't she on Raw?
I think she was on Raw actually in her last like fucking
Oh,
2 months
yeah, because they split up her and Shotzi.
in the draft and then just released her.
Charlotte, who is a heel and also unbearable.
Yep.
Yeah, that
That dude, I can tell you who else is on SmackDown.
Naomi?
Is it? Uh, oh yeah, Naomi. I think she's the only babyface.
I think so. I
I
guess
think
that's all you
so.
got to use now. I
Oh
can't.
man, wait. Who are the? Isn't Carmella? Oh wait, she's a heel. So is Vega.
She's on Raw, yeah.
Oh shit! Damn. Dude, they literally have one babyface on SmackDown now. God, man. God. What is this women's division, man?
Yeah. So Sasha Banks is out for 6 to 8 weeks, man, and this is not good. She's going to miss the Royal Rumble. That's actually surprisingly probably a good thing.
For her, yeah.
For a good thing for her because you don't want to be fucking wrestling Summer Rae and Kelly.
Oh man, too bad I don't can wrestle Sunny. I would love to see her in that. Too bad her ass is locked up. But yeah, man, injuries suck. Sasha is one of those people that will probably be back, and I say like 5 to 6 weeks, man. She's one of those that could just get it done and just do it, kind of like a Ciampa, man. But it still sucks, man, especially when they have no other baby faces except one, literally one.
With that, Burger King, Xavier Woods.
Yeah, God.
Whatever this man is, he is not king of the ring. So we're going to call him the Burger King because
Damn.
he is out also for 6 to 8 weeks with an injury. It does not detail here what his injury is, but again, another guy out for 6 to 8 weeks
God
with
damn.
an injury, bruh. So that's another one you got that's out. Not like he was
Doing anything.
yeah, not like he was doing anything anyway. But
Still fucked, man. At least he's not just cannon fodder in the Rumble anymore.
yeah.
Gotta go over the rope. Definitely not going over.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Then for the last one, I could have swore I saved this article. It is Jesus. I swore I saved this. Here it is. Drew McIntyre. Good Lord.
And him and his spine. Spine fracture? Oh, wait, no, not spine fracture. Fucking. What was it? Nerval spine? Some with spine nerves, they said.
Neck.
Oh, yeah. Was that?
Cervical neck strain or something like that.
Yeah. Cervical neck strain.
Or something like that. So it seems like that's actually a thing. And this is not good news for WWE because this guy, we all know how WWE treats neck issues. We probably won't see Drew McIntyre in a ring for like 10 years.
Probably.
But WWE, man, WWE have released and slimmed down their roster so much. When a guy like Drew goes out, you are fucked, man, because
That's a whole summer feud gone.
Because I was gonna say, because after Lesnar, when it's time to put Roman Reigns in a feud going into SummerSlam, and your original plan is Drew McIntyre, and now you don't have that, who on God's green earth? This man is already facing a Raw superstar at the Royal Rumble.
Exactly. Who in the fuck? Who could you even pull from Raw? Omo? Like
AJ?
AJ, I guess. He's probably the only option you have, really.
Probably. Quite possibly. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, man, so Drew McIntyre, good lord.
God.
Drew McIntyre was written off WWE television after getting... Okay, Drew McIntyre may have wrote this article. Listen to this.
Oh, God.
Drew McIntyre was written off WWE TV after getting brutally assaulted
Oh, shit.
at the hands of Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss at WWE Day 1. They Pillmanized his neck. Then WWE confirmed his injury. The
What?
company then announced McIntyre suffered injuries, but the actual injuries were not disclosed at this time. As reported earlier, Drew McIntyre is out of action with a neck injury.
I'm gonna look that word up. Pillmanized? That how you fucking...
Yeah.
How do you spell that shit?
Pillmanized.
Pillmanized. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, it's a wrestling term. A
Yeah.
professional wrestling term refers to placing an opponent's limb inside a full... Oh, that's what that fucking... That's the technical name for that shit?
What?
Is when they put, like, your limb inside a steel chair and stomp on it? Oh, because Brian Pillman did that shit. It was named after him.
That's cool.
Oh, how the fucking sentence example in Urban Dictionary is Triple H tried to Pillmanize Benoit's knee inside that steel chair, made in 2006. God damn, they need to update that. God damn, I didn't know that shit was called that. Learn
I
something
didn't
new
know
every
that
day,
was
I
named
guess.
after Brian Pillman.
I never knew that.
Yeah, man. So, Drew McIntyre is out of action with a neck injury. He recently underwent medical tests on his neck as well, according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter. Oh, I keep yawning. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, the Scottish Warrior is expected to miss out on the Royal Rumble. The belief is that Drew McIntyre will return in time for WrestleMania 38, which takes place on April 2nd and 3rd. WWE also had major plans for Drew McIntyre prior to his injury. We will have to see what they have planned for Drew McIntyre once he returns. Well, it's not Roman Reigns. It's your big plan to have a handicap match at WrestleMania with him and Happy Corbin. I don't know what the hell you have in place for Drew McIntyre, because ever since this man has been on SmackDown, you've done absolutely nothing with him.
Nothing. Literally.
Yeah, and then I also seen a report too that he is still walking around with a neck brace, man. So I hope his neck is okay. That sucks.
Good. That
Yeah.
really sucks, man.
Yeah,
That really
hopefully
does.
he could be back in time, man. But if he's not, it is what it is, man. His health is definitely more important. So
More important. Definitely, man.
and a neck injury is no joke. Is no joke.
Exactly.
Man. So yeah, best of luck to Drew McIntyre, Xavier Woods, and Sasha Banks, man. So
Truly, man.
yeah, man. Speaking of people, speaking of injuries, we actually are going to flip over the other side of the coin. WWE clears Corey Graves to return to in-ring action. WWE announcer Corey Graves has medically been cleared to wrestle again, according to Fightful's Sean Ross Sapp. Graves hasn't wrestled in a match since March 2014. WWE announced later that year he was retiring because of some issues stemming from the concussions he had suffered throughout his in-ring career. The timing of his retirement meant he was unable to enjoy NXT's rise as a member of the active roster. Instead, he thrived in the announce booth and became one of the brand's signature voices. Bryan Danielson, Edge, and Christian Cage have all returned after what were originally thought to be career-ending injuries. It will be interesting to see where Graves enters the picture as a wrestler. Prior to signing with WWE, he cut his teeth on the independent circuit and likely would have continued climbing through the ranks of NXT and the main roster if not for his abrupt retirement.
You know
See,
what's crazy?
What's that?
If he never got injured, and he kept wrestling, he might have made it through 2018 NXT, but he'd probably be in AEW right now. We're preparing to be, or already have been. That's crazy, bro. That's
Possibly,
crazy.
for sure. For
But,
sure.
you know, I remember hearing that he was good. I remember seeing his entrance, and my God, please bring back Chris Control as his fucking theme song if he is coming back.
Please.
That song is fire. Please. And
And the
maybe
thing
this
is,
could.
that's the killer for me. They won't.
They won't. They're gonna use that fucking theme song they made them.
Yep.
Oh God.
Stay down.
I'm
Bring
gonna
back
stay down.
Christ Control, bruh. Jesus
Please,
Christ,
bruh.
man.
Please, like, maybe this could be the turning point to where I don't find him the most fucking irritating person ever.
Dude,
Maybe.
get him off the booth, bruh. Get him
Please.
off.
I just don't think he's cut out for it anymore. Not with the booth. I'm tired of hearing him fucking creaming over every woman he sees, man. I'm tired of his stupid fucking catchphrases. Just let him be a wrestler, bro. You need people on the roster. Let him wrestle, man. Please let that man wrestle, bro. God. And I'm scared. Who's gonna take his place on commentary, bro? That's a real question.
See, if Corey Graves is cleared to wrestle, how far away are we from Byron Saxton being cleared to wrestle?
Is that why he's not wrestling? I thought they just put him on commentary because he sucked.
I don't know. I actually don't know if he's injured. If he's injured or not. I kind of just assumed that's why he's never wrestled, because if I was him and I was a wrestler, I would have left. I mean, I'm not going to sit on fucking commentary for years. And that's what Byron Saxton has done. That dude is a fucking dork.
Bro, I don't hate him anymore. I used to always hate him. He's a fucking dork, and it can be funny sometimes. If you got someone that he can mesh well with, it's hilarious seeing them call him a dork.
Bro, dude, I'll never forget when...
Oh my God.
I'll never forget when Kofi Kingston won the fucking WWE Championship.
Oh my God, that man was crying.
He did it, man. He did it, man.
Bro, I wish they would have panned to his face.
Oh my God.
His face is all just scrunched up from crying and shit. He fucking did it. Fuck, my bad, guy.
He fucking did it, man. He did it, man. Bro, that was one of the funniest fucking takes I've ever seen in my entire life, bro. I swear to God, that was so funny. There was another time he was crying about something too. It might have been when Woods won. No, was it?
It was Big E won.
It might have been.
I think it might have.
Oh God.
Was it? It was some victory that he did it again. He did it.
Bro, he sounds like Cody, bro. Oh my God. Just fucking crying, bro. He's such a dork. He's such a dork.
That's funny as hell, bro. He really is.
He hasn't reached the level of Michael Cole funny.
He's not. But I could see him getting there when he's older.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but as he gets older, bro, if this man keeps crying about shit, I could totally see his ass reaching Michael Cole funny. But in terms of calling matches, this dude don't know a wrist lock from a wristwatch, bro.
Bro, he be saying shit.
Bro, he just talks about their character.
It's like me on fucking my 2K commentary back in my universe mode. He's ready.
Bro, I swear to God, the whole time the heel's in the ring, he's just talking about how much of a piece of shit they are.
That's all he talks about.
These actions of hers are not good as of late. She's a horrible person. And
you should not be doing that. That is not the way things go.
He is
bro,
awful,
bro.
He is fucking awful, bro. This dude can't call a move to save his life.
Hell nah, bro. Hell nah.
Oh God. Doudrop just hates Bianca. He just points out obvious shit, and it's
Just the most
fucking
obvious.
horrible. But
He's like, how in like kid shows there's that voice that explains everything.
yeah,
It's behind you. That's Byron Saxton as a person. She's beating her up. Yeah, no shit. I'm
but
fucking looking at that.
but surprisingly, he is the most bearable one on the Monday Night
100%.
Raw, on the
Oh,
Monday
yeah.
Night Raw commentary
Jimmy
booth.
Smith.
Jimmy
Joey.
Smith,
Is the other one?
he's just I just don't find him very good, man.
No, he's just there.
He's
Like, he could be there, and if he wasn't, it would really make no difference. It's like one of those situations
yeah,
where
it's
there's nothing special, but there's nothing bad about him at the same time. He's just there.
he's better than Adnan Virk,
He is. I will
but
say
he
that.
just doesn't have anything to
Personal
him.
experience.
There's nothing. There's just nothing to him. There's
No,
genuinely
exactly.
just nothing to him, man. So, and Corey Graves, I mean, if you guys have been watching Unscripted, Corey fucking Graves just fucking sucks, man. In the booth, bro. Like,
He really
not
does.
at all the Corey Graves that I remember, bro. At one time, this dude is my favorite commentator in WWE.
Yeah, he's cool as shit.
Fresh off his NXT run, you know, I thought he was great. I thought he was cool. He was edgy. He was incredible.
He's
And
smart.
man, you talk about him nowadays. I cannot tell you guys enough how much I fucking hate when Becky Lynch comes out, because I know the shit that's about to come out of his mouth is just gonna piss me off. And I'm not even gonna say it because it irks me. His line every Monday. But then it always makes it better when Byron goes, "She just cheats to win everything," and he gets all upset, bro.
He just gets all upset, starts fucking trashing her. She always cheats to win, man. She did it last night, man.
Like,
He talks
no
like
shit,
Shaggy
Byron.
from Scooby-Doo. Come on, man. Says man after every fucking sentence, bro. Come on, man. You can't be doing this, man. Scoot, man. It's fucking Byron, bro.
Yeah, man. But yeah, hopefully Corey Graves cannot be in the commentary role, because
Hopefully.
ever since that shit that happened with Mauro Ranallo, I think a lot of people lost a lot of respect for Corey.
100%.
Because
I definitely did.
absolutely. I haven't looked at him the same way since that, to be honest. Making jokes about Mauro's hip hop references. Like, listen, some of the shit Mauro Ranallo has said is undefeated, bro.
Undefeated.
What,
You
bro?
can't beat that.
You don't want no problem with Lee? That is fucking, bro. Are you kidding me right now? That is
That
undefeated.
shit is fire.
That is so heat, bro. And then if you guys aren't from Chicago or listen to Chance the Rapper, if you guys don't know who Chance the Rapper is, he has a song called No Problem. Go listen to No Problem. He says, "You don't want no problem, want no problem with Lee or with me."
Oh, man.
And Morrow turned that into "You don't want no problem with Lee." That is so fucking cold, bro. Mauro Ranallo, bro. Mauro's the GOAT. Mauro's the GOAT, man.
He really is.
He's just incredible, bro. And Corey Graves ain't never said no shit like that in his life, bro. All this man has to say to justify how horrible he is welcome to the big time every Monday. That is the worst on-air line they say weekly in WWE.
Welcome
It
to
is
the
horrible.
big time.
It is horrible.
Cincinnati. Welcome to the big time. SmackDown. Whatever day one. With 20. Oh, I didn't even watch day one like that, so I didn't catch it. I bet money that my motherfucker said 2022.
Yep.
Welcome to the big. I bet he said
it.
that shit.
That's exactly what he said. I remember. That is literally exactly what I remember. I walked the fuck out the room, bruh. What
Bro, I fucking know.
he said, bro, that shit irked me when he said that. 2022, welcome to the big time. And then with between that and the way Mike Rome announces her, big time, it's fucking awful. It's
Can't
awful.
stand that act. Every element, but I hope he starts wrestling, man, just because get him off the fucking booth.
Get him off
Please.
fucking commentary, bro. And then you need to bring Christ Control back, bro, because
That shit is fire.
that shit is heat. But I guarantee you, this man will keep stay down.
Fuck out loud, bro. Ain't no way.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, Corey Graves is a moron. So hopefully we can get him off of commentary because I'm genuinely tired of this man, bro.
No, I swear to God.
WWE interested in a certain talent. WWE, man, with his biggest match date happening later tonight. This came out yesterday, so they were referring to his match with CM Punk. I can confirm without hesitation that WWE will be extremely interested in luring Wardlow away from AEW when his contract is due. There are several people in World Wrestling Entertainment that love his potential. I guarantee you. Yeah, exactly. I guarantee you, those that love his potential are going to get him and punish him for not going to WWE like he should have. So they think.
Even though they rejected him on multiple times, it's still, oh, he should have came with us.
Yeah, they do that to a lot of people. They did that to Max Caster. They did that to Ricky Starks. They did that to a bunch of people. You'll hear Eddie Kingston. You'll hear a bunch of fucking people talking about how they were trying to get in WWE for years, but the minute they were on AEW television, all of a sudden, hey, we're interested in you. No, you weren't. No, the fuck you weren't. If there is no AEW, I'd still be trying to get a hold of you motherfuckers. That's exactly what the problem is there. So, WWE interested in Wardlow, and if you guys remember a couple months ago, they're interested in MJF too. So they're interested in this duo.
Man, bro, I love how much MJF is working the WWE marks with that shit. Like, everyone's bringing it up, and it's so true. Him always talking about going to WWE is supposed to irk us. It's supposed to, like, get under our skin. But it's just funny that it's making the WWE marks just believe it 24/7, bro. It's hilarious.
He's talking about it on Dynamite. MJF's gonna go to WWE. He told Punk he wants to main event Mania. I'm gonna tell you right now. You need to fucking get up with the times, bruh. MJF knows.
He knows.
Can you imagine him in WWE?
Maxwell Jacob Feinstein. That's what he would be. That's what he would be, bro.
Yeah, his Tough Enough video. That was his name.
I laugh every time he says his name in that fucking video.
Maxwell Jacob Feinstein. What the fuck is that, bruh?
Fucking lame ass name, but man, it's just like, I love it. It's so funny.
Yeah. Durante McDaniel in the chat, bro. Why the fuck would Wardlow go to WWE? He says.
Exactly.
It's funny you say that, actually, because right after this came out, AEW's Twitter page released something that said, why Wardlow is an AEW lifer. I love it. I love it. Look, Wardlow going to WWE, and I hear a lot of people saying, oh, this wouldn't be a bad move for Wardlow. Look at his size. Okay.
Cross.
What happened to Lars Sullivan's size? You know what I mean? Even before his whole debacle came out, they weren't doing shit with him. He was in a feud with the Lucha House Party his first summer on the main roster. Then you move on to what is it? Then you move on to a guy like Cross. You move on to a guy like Karrion Cross, and the guy's in a fucking helmet looking like Demolition. You know, I mean, what the fuck is that?
Shame the fucking dude. No, you didn't shame the dude. Said you make him a mime.
He's a mime.
Shit.
You got Braun Strowman, who's a fucking yeah. He's a living fucking choo choo train on WWE. I mean, you talk about these people with size. That doesn't even matter to WWE anymore. And the fact, I mean, if he was a WWE guy, he may have had a chance. But the fact that he's been in AEW and he's been featured regularly,
oh, he's screwed if he goes over there.
This man is fucked if he goes over to WWE.
That's who they're gonna save that name for, is him. Oh my god, it's Budge. They're gonna put him in. They're gonna put him with T-Bar.
Oh,
it's gonna be L-Bar. Fucking A, man. Like, just because you're a big guy does not mean that you're safe in WWE. The last few years have proved otherwise with every case. Literally, every big guy that's come in, like, recently is released by now. You know what I mean? So, come on, man. He's definitely not going. He knows. MJF knows. Come on, bro. Come on. And if you think that they were looking...
Brian Kendrick quietly let go after getting thrown off the stairs from Harland several weeks ago.
So, probably in kayfabe, that man died in the hospital. The fuck, man? Yeah, how do we do that shit, bruh? How?
Damn, that sucks.
That's fucked up. That's real disrespectful.
He was a trainer, too, of Triple H's era.
Shocker that he's gone now. Who else was helping train people? They're on the list, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Damn.
God.
Jim Cornette believes Tony Khan needs to fire talent. No shit.
No.
Yeah, man, but yeah, back to Wardlow, bro. I mean, I see a lot of people saying, oh, he wouldn't be bad in WWE. I will admit he wouldn't be as ruined as MJF would, because MJF, you would be able to tell the differences between how bad of the change that would be.
The word bitch once a week. Literally.
Yep. I mean, look, bro, fucking, why would Wardlow go to WWE, man? Why? They know. I mean, Vince McMahon. Once Vince McMahon hears that this man was a member of AEW, once he finds that out, it's done. It's done for Wardlow, bro. It's truly done for him, bro. And like I said, look at all these other examples of people. Yeah, I mean, it genuinely just boils down to that. Whether Wardlow goes or not, I don't think he will. But whether he does, I think either way you go, either way that's a loss on his part. I think AEW is doing great with him. I think AEW is doing great with him. I think they've been building this up for a while. They've been building this up for a while, and I think that they had it in the plans all this time. As you know, we all know how Tony Khan likes to book shit. Everything's long term, so you know, I think this is gonna be one of the instances where long term booking is absolutely needed for a story like this, and I think he will be splitting from MJF and the Pinnacle to actually make that group some kind of 4 horsemen instead of 5. And I think that this is going to be his year. And knowing that you're in a company that, loves you, they love what you bring to the table, why would you ever consider going to WWE when they are going to dust off Karrion Kross's helmet and put it right on his fucking head right after they shave it?
Exactly, bro.
You
Exactly.
know,
Now, for Wardlow, do you either want that helmet, which Karrion Kross even joked about backstage while it was given to him, or would you? What is most likely will be a TNT run either at the end of this year, early next year, man.
yeah, for sure, bro. And I think, the people in WWE love his potential. They love his potential.
His potential. That's the only word they ever use.
Can you imagine
Potential.
how WWE would use this man's potential, bro? You know what? For
We've seen.
what Wardlow brings to the table,
Mm-hmm.
they would tell him, you move too fast. You're doing these
Yep.
power bombs too fast. We need to send you
Slow down.
to big man school. Remember what they did to Keith Lee? This guy's
Yep.
gonna be the next fucking Vader in about 8 months, and then he'll be released once they realize this guy was an AEW guy.
Oh God.
This guy's gonna be watered down, and they want to bring up the word potential. You know how many people you've had since NXT call-ups, since blockbuster NXT call-ups were a thing, like 2015. Do you know how many people you've had since then that have been potential?
Has been never used. Shinsuke Black. Dude, I can make a massive list of like 40, easy.
Look,
of just potential.
Sami Zayn, look, in 2015 when he was called up, I guarantee you there were people then saying, holy shit, man, in 5 years this guy's going to be a world champion.
Oh yeah.
We're 5 years down the line and he's getting thrown over the top rope by Johnny Knoxville. Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh shit. In 5 years this guy's gonna have 2 WWE title reigns under his belt. This guy's gonna have multiple mid-card title reigns under his belt. And what's happened since then? He's been buried to Jinder Mahal. Malachi Black. Oh my god, this guy's amazing. This guy's gonna be the next Undertaker. This guy. Oh
Bobby
Lord.
fucking Roode, bro. Come on. Who else? There's so many. There's so many tag teams I can name. There's so many this and that. So many women. What happened to them all? Potential. They could all potentially be released. Is the real potential for WWE.
Yeah, WWE wants to talk about potential now, but they had all these people that have been the fucking the example, the living example of potential.
Exactly.
And when you say potential, usually you're talking about something that's going to happen in the future. And in the future, all of these guys have done nothing. They've been buried. They've been released. They've been they've been embarrassed. Revival potential. You know what I mean? Just to get released and dump water all over their cocks because the fucking Uso put Usi hot and they're shaving backs and
fucking Usi hot.
I mean, what is this, bro? What is this, man?
Literally.
They talk a lot about potential, but little do they know, half the fucking roster at a time was potential. And you've done nothing with these people, man. It is absolutely ridiculous. Exactly.
Monday Night Raw had potential. NXT was the definition of potential. Look at what it is now. Come on, bro. Come on.
Yep. Yeah, man. I mean, Wardlow. This guy ain't going to WWE. Neither is MJF, man. I mean, they know exactly what lies ahead if they go to WWE, man. Next up, WWE. Well, actually, there's two parts to this news. Saudi Arabia this is the first part. Saudi Arabia set to host the Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber will reportedly be returning on Saturday, February 19th for WWE's Saudi Arabia show. So, this doesn't really make that much sense because you have your, Roman and Brock for Mania. Both of those that's going to be for the WWE Championship because these assholes are genuinely going to have Roman Reigns lose. They're going to have Roman Reigns lose the WWE Championship or Universal Championship to Seth Rollins. So if you do that and Brock for Mania, then whoever wins the Rumble is automatic. They're going to have no choice but to go for Seth, who will be the Universal Champion. So, I mean, I guess you're just going to have... This is what I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
This would make this intriguing. Have Brock Lesnar defend the WWE Championship inside the Elimination Chamber. I would love to see that and make it intriguing. But then, who the fuck do you have on SmackDown that is going to be an opponent at that point, man? I mean, yeah, who the fuck, man? You gonna put fucking... What are you gonna put fucking Kofi Kingston in the Rumble or the Elimination Chamber? Like he hasn't been buried to Brock already? I mean, Drew McIntyre's out. You can't put Roman in there because that's the Mania match.
Jey Uso will be in that bitch 100%. Of course. Mr. fucking... Dude, you can't do one for SmackDown. You literally can't.
You can't, bro.
Put fucking Otis in there or some shit.
Even he's on Raw, too.
He's on Raw.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I would say that would build some intrigue, but there's gonna be nobody in the fucking match. It's gonna be a bunch of jobbers. It's like when you're playing 2K and you pick Brock Lesnar and then you pick a bunch of jobbers just because you want to win. You put fucking Aiden English in there. You put Lindsay Dorado. You know, you put a bunch of these no names so you could just run through the match. I mean, that's what that's gonna be, bro. Because they don't have anybody on the fucking roster. Nakamura's another one that's out with a hand injury. So that would be cool as well. But you can't do that. Seeing Nakamura and Lesnar in the ring again, that'd be dope. Yeah. That would be dope. So Raw
has to do it, man. Because I would do Bobby Lashley wins the title and then he has to defend it in Elimination Chamber, and he does. You know how much of a beast he would look like if he beats Brock and then goes to defend it and succeeds in the chamber. Beat Brock. You know how much of a beast he would be? You know what I mean?
And then he faces Omos at Mania.
Oh, bro, they would put Omos in there and have the segment or the spot where they all attack him, and the only reason he's out is because he got fucking wolfed by everybody. Oh, God.
And then...
I'd take that over fucking Jey Uso.
So if Seth wins the Universal Championship, you have to have him defend it. So Monday Night Raw is going to get the chamber. SmackDown can't get it because there's nobody you could put in the fucking match. So...
Unless they... I think they'll switch the main titles from each other.
Mm-hmm.
They might have to.
Yeah.
If they have Seth win it.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'll be back red again.
Oh, shit. I could see it. I could see them doing that.
And then WWE, with this news, is set to rebrand the Elimination Chamber to the WrestleMania Chamber. So, with that, first of all, this is not at WrestleMania, so why the fuck would you call this the WrestleMania Chamber? It's like having a show, it's like having a pay-per-view titled WrestleMania Backlash.
Oh God, never forget that shit.
Bro,
But like, what?
this is...
Like,
And with that, the WrestleMania... If you're calling something the WrestleMania Chamber, you have... You WrestleMania... When I hear WrestleMania Chamber, I would think somebody who's going to win this chamber to go on to WrestleMania, right? Like I just said, if Roman and Brock is your match, the winner of the Royal Rumble faces Seth.
yeah.
There's no
So
ifs,
what
ands,
are
or
you
buts
doing?
about that. So, and then if it's champ versus champ, is the Royal Rumble, should you even do it this
pointless?
fucking year?
What are you gonna win?
Exactly. What are you gonna fucking... What is Omos gonna win and use his championship match for fucking Damian Priest? I mean...
They would. Or, oh God, what could happen? Oh man, I'm scared.
It doesn't make any sense, bro. It doesn't make any sense. I told you guys this a couple weeks ago on Unscripted. This Mania season is going to be a fuck fest, and it already is. It already is, bro.
Literally, man.
But my favorite match stipulation, when done right, and there's been some great ones. I think my favorite one is 2017, the one Wyatt won. The Elimination Chamber is being ruined.
Oh, 100%.
It is being ruined, and it is being renamed to the WrestleMania Chamber.
Bro, imagine an AEW chamber.
Bro.
Hangman.
And it did Blood and Guts well, so...
Exactly. They did the match itself well, so
yeah,
imagine chamber, bro. Imagine how brutal. Imagine putting Mox in that bitch.
Oh, man.
Imagine, oh man. That should be
Mox,
unbelievable.
Black, Brian, Pac, Kenny, Hangman, Archer. Oh, bro. Whew.
Man, oh man. That shit would be nuts.
Yeah, I would love to see AEW use some of these match stipulations, because WWE clearly has no fucking clue what they are doing, bro. You don't even have enough people on the fucking roster to do this.
They don't have enough people on the roster to do anything, bro. They can't do a Rumble. They can't do a Chamber. How are they going to do Money in the Bank this year? That shit's going to suck. Dude, that match is going to be so ass this year. They're going to put Happy Corbin. They're going to put fucking... Oh, bro. It's going to be terrible. They're going to put Jey Uso in. They're going to put fucking Omo. Oh, my God.
Oh, bro, he's probably going to win it.
If he's not a champion...
Yeah, if he's not a champ by then...
He's winning that fucking thing. Oh, man.
God bless. He is fucking garbage. Good Lord.
Kill me, man. Fucking kill me.
Yeah, man. This is my favorite match stipulation, bro. And this shit, WWE continues to kill my love for the Elimination Chamber. The last good Elimination Chamber we got was 2019. The one where Bryan won when Kofi came like inches away. That was the last time they fucking did it right, man. And ever since then, this shit, it just fucking sucked,
just been
man.
So ass.
This
terrible.
Just give this shit to AEW, bro. Because at least I will have some faith, and my love for the Elimination Chamber will come back, because they are just actively killing it, and I don't accept this shit, bro. I don't want this in my life. I want to love the Elimination Chamber. This is horrible.
I'm telling you, bro.
Are these fucks in Saudi Arabia that dumb? They don't know what Elimination Chamber means. You have to put it in idiot terms for them. The WrestleMania Chamber. The winner goes to Mania.
If anything, it's already in idiot terms. It says elimination. They're gonna be so confused when they get eliminated now. How much more is that?
Yeah.
Might as well fucking call it elimination match. Like elimination with big cage around it.
Brock Lesnar will pin the first dude, and the crowd will fucking pop like he just won. And then they'll be confused the whole rest of the match as to why it's still going on.
Oh, man. Exactly.
So WWE making no sense out of who or what. They're making no sense out of who the chamber is going to have in it. They're making no sense out of what it's going to be for. Is it going to be for the spot at Mania or for the title? Because when you put it in WrestleMania chamber, the winner, it makes me think that the winner of the chamber goes to Mania to challenge the champ. I don't fucking know. And then if it stays a champ versus champ, then it makes no sense because then the Rumble's useless unless Roman or Brock wins the Rumble.
Oh man, and that would suck too. Oh, it's
Again,
be hell.
This Mania season is a fuckfest.
It is, bro. It really is.
And we are only on the 14th day of January. We still have 3 months to go.
Oh man, we're
Good
doomed.
fucking God, man. Good
They're
God.
doomed,
And the last story, Mike Johnson from PW Insider is reporting that the NXT 2.0 creative team, which is led by Johnny Russo, will now report to Bruce Prichard.
Fucking Deuce Prichard.
Johnson said that Triple H was in control. Johnson said that while Triple H was in control, the team would be autonomous?
Anonymous? No.
No.
I think I know what you're trying to say. I think it means ran by itself. Like it's kind of like works like a factory.
Yeah, because it says autonomous in nature.
Yeah,
operating as a separate bubble within the company. The way they are currently working with Prichard and with Prichard at the top is consistent with how things are ran over on Raw and SmackDown. So it seems Vince McMahon has completely given his reins to Bruce Prichard. And I'm going to tell you this. If Bruce signs, or not signs, if Bruce brings people up that Vince McMahon doesn't like, this is going to ruin their relationship over time. I don't know if it'll... Because you know how Vince McMahon gets somebody in charge and then over time he hates them, like... Actually, I can't even bring up that comparison because Road Dogg wasn't even running SmackDown the whole time. Like Ryan Ward. Like like when Ryan Ward had SmackDown, they ran with it. And then after a while, Vince was just like, what the fuck? This is too good. I don't like this. Get this shit out of here. You know?
This isn't me.
Yeah, man. So if Bruce Prichard brings up people that Vince McMahon doesn't like, and he's not going to like all of them, this, I can assure you, is going to slowly but surely ruin the relationship between Bruce and Vince, and Bruce will be scapegoated, and eventually Vince will say, well, things have been so bad in the company because of Bruce. He was the problem. Now we're turning over a new leaf, and it's really not, but it's just going to continue, and he's going to blame it on Bruce for no reason. Bruce doesn't fucking help the situation, but eventually he will be scapegoated. We've seen this multiple times. But it is official. Triple H it's been official, but now it's hitting the dirt sheets. That Triple H is no longer... He's cut off all ties with NXT. Like I said, it's beneficial, but it is now officially hitting the dirt sheets, man. So
where he doesn't run a thing anymore.
Not a fucking thing, man. Not a thing. Which you could have said before, oh, well, it's still a dumb argument because it's been ran by Vince and Bruce the whole entire time. But you could have said, oh, well, Triple H's guys are still hired. They're still backstage. Not anymore. William Regal's gone. Road Dogg. Did you see AEW filed for the trademark of New Age Outlaws?
Oh, God, they did, bro. You know what I found out that's even worse, bro?
What?
Austin Gunn ain't going nowhere, bro. That man is on a TV show. It's called like, it's
Yo,
about like,
yeah, the ranch rules
yeah.
or something.
I remember I was seeing that commercial. I was like, that one dude, he looks fucking familiar.
Oh, I
And I
knew
was like,
him as
no
soon
way,
as I
that's Austin
fucking
Gunn.
seen him.
That's what I was saying. I was like, no way, it's Austin Gunn. Ain't no way. And then he tweeted about it. I was like, oh my god, he ain't going nowhere, bruh. Kill me. He's gonna be a part of the new age. Oh no. Oh no. He's gonna be fucking
Bro,
bopping. Oh man. Kill me.
I can't
But
fucking stand Austin Gunn, bro. I swear to
I
God.
really can't, bro. I really cannot. But with Bruce Prichard, man, I mean, at this point, he kind of just does everything. And Vince McMahon, at this point, he just signs off. He just gets shit and just signs it. That's all
Yeah.
Vince does at this point. He puts his 2 cents in when he feels like he wants to. Other than that, all of these decisions are Bruce or Dunn or Nick Khan, all those guys. But now, Bruce Pritchard's in charge of NXT, man. It's only a matter of time, like you said, until starts to get pissed that Braun Breaker isn't going to be used when he comes up. That um, Tony D'Angelo or whoever fucking Bruce likes from NXT, he's going to get
Grayson
pissed, man.
Waller, which he
Mm-hmm.
clearly loves him, is going to be a 24/7 title chaser.
Oh,
You know how
100.
fucking out of place this dude looked on Monday Night Raw?
He does not belong there in the slightest, bro. And
No.
Vince is gonna think that, and Bruce Pritchard's gonna get pissed, and then eventually it'll lead to Bruce leaving, which sounds like a blessing, but it's like in nature when something is taken off, someone always takes its place. Someone's gonna take Bruce's place, and at this point, it'll probably be someone even worse. So at this point, I'd say they
Nick
keep
Khan.
Bruce
They'll probably move him up the ladder. Not only
because
is he
Nick Khan
president,
just
but he's Vince's right hand man in creative. I can see it already.
I really could, bro. I really could. So that's what's gonna happen with that Bruce Pritchard situation, man. And it just goes to show who's right the whole time. All of us. Triple H hasn't controlled NXT for a while now, and now it's
Yeah.
confirmed.
Yeah.
That,
Bottom line here,
man,
I just fucking feel for that man. And we bring this up all the time.
mm-hmm.
In a couple years, I don't know if Triple H, I mean, reports came out a long time ago, and I don't really want to touch on this too much because it's their family, and it is a sad thing. It
Mm-hmm.
genuinely is. We never reported on it because it's just personal. It's kind of like inhuman of us, I would think. At least I think to report on this. But
Exactly.
Dave Meltzer reported a while ago that the McMahon family is in shambles, and it's a sad thing because past wrestling, Vince is a dad, Stephanie is a
Mm-hmm.
daughter, Shane is a son, Linda is a mom, so and a wife. So at the end of the day, man, I genuinely don't think that seeing Triple H and Steph and Shane, Linda's been departed for years. Linda used to be backstage with him, help running that company. She
That's
stopped doing
crazy.
that shit so long ago. Like
Oh yeah.
I don't know the exact year, but like I
It
think
was
like 90s
yeah.
was in when she was doing that. But there will come a day, I think, when Shane cuts off ties to this company,
Mm-hmm.
Steph cuts off ties to this company, and with Steph comes Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
And we always bring up how, look at Last Unscripted. Does AEW understand the term long-term booking versus confusing booking? I think if you were
Who
to get
knows
a
that
guy
best?
who knows how to actually perfect long-term booking. Not saying that Tony Khan doesn't know how to perfect it, because that Nick Jackson nod is one of my all-time favorite wrestling moments, or Matt Jackson nod was one of my all-time
Exactly.
favorite moments. Mm-hmm.
TK just doesn't know when to not do it. That's the TK thing. When he does it, it's amazing. You know what I mean? But he just needs to learn that not every situation needs it.
Mm-hmm.
And who's better at that shock value type shit than Triple H, bro?
He
Bro,
is the king of
NXT was
kings.
shocking and it was taped. NXT was taped
Yes.
for years, and it was the most shocking wrestling television I've ever watched. You really never knew what was going to happen.
This
Even though,
man perfected. So these shows were taped, right?
Mhm.
This man perfected making the shit intriguing for the crowd. I remember
Yeah,
when he would do title matches, they would film 2 endings. So then
they
the
would.
people that were watching couldn't put out spoilers. They couldn't well they could, but then it would sound stupid because I remember when Gargano faced Dream and they filmed 2
Mhm.
endings. And then some people were like, Dream won the belt, but then Gargano won it after, and everybody was confused. And it was good because
Exactly.
then you want to see what they go with on television, and it's intriguing. But
It's
there
some
was
good
some shit on
shit.
TV. I remember the street fight or the tornado tag between Sanity
Mhm.
and AOP. And I remember not hearing a thing about that on the spoilers. And I was
That's
shocked because that was one of the best tornado tag team matches I'd ever watched. That was great.
exactly.
That was great. I'll
It's
never
shit
forget the
like that.
fatal 4-way uh, that got Johnny the spot at Takeover Philly. It was Dane, Lars, Johnny, and I think Black. Yeah, it was Black.
Mhm.
That shit was great. I heard the match was great on the spoilers, but fuck, man, I was still shocked because of how good it was.
Like, come on, bro. Imagine like what Dark would turn into. It would basically be fucking uploaded fucking PC. They would just upload that shit. That shit would
Mm-hmm.
be amazing. Like, it would just whatever Triple H touches turns to gold, man. So I would love for him to be a part of AEW one day in the future, man.
I
Definitely.
and I wouldn't rule out the possibility of it. I really wouldn't
I would
because
not, sadly.
I could genuinely see all these people cutting off ties because Nick Khan is unfortunately going to get a hold of this company, and
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll come to a point where as humans they want to leave the company so they can have a little bit of their family back, and
Exactly.
it's a sad thing, man, but I definitely wouldn't rule out the possibility, and it's a shame that Vince McMahon would choose some fucking idiot asshole over his daughter
Literally.
and his son-in-law, because I think together, and I know it's a meme what Punk says with a doofus son-in-law and shit, but I think with the three of them, I think they can really create something special and
Hmm.
offer something new to WWE that was NXT on a bigger scale. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
it's a shame that
Exactly.
that will never happen. It is. It's sad. It's sad. It really is.
Exactly. And I think both Punk and Triple H is mature enough to work together again. You know what I mean? I think so,
This is a new
definitely.
Triple H. This is a Triple H that's not
Exactly.
out to bury people anymore. He is
No,
out to build, you know.
exactly. He went from using his sledgehammer to destroy to using it to create houses, bruh. I tried to make a fun analogy. I'm
I
sorry.
respect
That
it.
shit was ass.
I respect
That
it.
shit was hot garbage, bruh. I tried, but man, he went from
He's a
Mr.
carpenter
fucking
now.
Bam.
Now that now that
He's a
they took
carpenter.
NXT from him.
He was a proud member of the demolition team. Now he's a proud member of the carpentry team, bruh. Thank you for better using that analogy, bruh. But I think I think he would just be perfect for that company, bruh. I really think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, after all, he was running the super indie that we all know as
Exactly.
NXT, man. So, what is more super indie than AEW? So,
Exactly, man.
it's a sad
Exactly.
thing, but like I said, it's been official for a really long time, but it's just now hitting the dirt sheets that Triple H is no longer. Triple H had a team that was comfortable enough, and that he was comfortable enough, and that's who you want to let run your show. People who are comfortable enough to
Hmm.
work while you're gone and work comfortably knowing that this shit's gonna be good. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
and that's the kind of people you want, man. You don't want Nick Khan where you want to take a 2 week vacation and by the time you come back there's nobody on the fucking roster. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Triple H, man, Triple H. I genuinely just feel bad for the guy, man. I could totally see once his cardiac procedure recovery's done. Once it's done, I can genuinely, within the next, we always talk about this, within the next 2 to 3 years, see them relieving him of his duties for good.
I could see it. I could really see it, man. Sadly.
Yeah, I could see them doing that for good, man, because if Triple H would have stuck with his old NXT, kept it on the network, kept it on the network, did 1 hour, if they didn't make him do all these things that did not need to be done to that show, we'd still have a war on our hands.
Exactly. It'd be a
Plain and
tough
simple.
ass war. Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Plain and fucking simple, man. So, yeah, man, but Bruce Prichard, man, now officially hitting the dirt sheets as your NXT. He is the Triple H of NXT now. Let that sink in.
Those poor people. God damn.
I
They used to have
remember,
Papa Mark, now they have Creepy Uncle. Now they have Lester from GTA.
bro, Triple H was genuinely grooming his NXT team to take over
Take over.
NXT while he takes over the main roster. Not anymore.
Nope. God
Not anymore,
damn.
man. This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous.
It really
But
is,
yeah,
bro.
man, I genuinely just feel for Triple H. I feel for Steph too, because she's
Exactly.
caught in the middle of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She's caught in the
She's
middle of
becoming a
her
pop star.
dad. Yeah, her dad and her son-in-law, or her son-in-law. Her dad, fuck, her dad. She's
Shit.
caught in the middle
Yeah,
of her.
bro.
She's caught in she's caught in the middle of her dad and her husband. Just creatively disagreeing, and her dad professionally, career-wise, killing off her husband. You know,
Exactly, man. Exactly.
and it sucks, man. It sucks. I genuinely feel for the man, and I really would like to see him a part of AEW nowadays. I really think he could bring a lot to the influence behind that show. I think it'd be great.
Exactly, man.
I think TK would
Exactly.
love to have him too.
Oh, 100%. Most definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. So that's everything. That's everything we
Yeah, man.
got to go over. So, yeah, man.
Shit.
So with that, oh yeah, also funny piece of news. WWE officially limits the open door for talent release requests. I seen this today before we went on.
Better email him now, bruh. God damn.
Yeah, the WWE. We asked Steve Carrier of Ringside News says we asked the company about having an open door for release requests. We were told there is an open door until it's requested by somebody we don't want to release. I wonder who started that. I wonder which big name requested his release thinking he would get it.
They were like, hold on there.
You know what? Finn. That's my prediction.
Oh, it was probably was Finn. I could see it. Probably was Finn. God
Where's
damn.
he been on Raw ever since? I don't even know when. Dude's been off TV forever.
So.
Maybe they're trying to kill his momentum before they finally grant it.
Exactly. They want to kill him first. Like, wait, you still have some momentum with you. We can't send you when you still got some. We gotta take it away from you, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
Shit ain't right.
Yeah, man, but yeah. Yeah, man, so yeah, Triple H situation, man, absolutely heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking
really
to
is.
see. Triple H is goated. Triple H gave us so many memories that will genuinely last a lifetime. Yeah, I just feel for the man. I feel for the man, and I want to see him happy. I want to see him happy, man. So
that's what I want to see, man.
For sure, he deserves it. After everything he did for us, man, he deserves it. Out of everybody, man. So, with that being said, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, man. This has been episode 92 of the news, man. And with that, with that, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it has and always will be a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And I, Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the news. That is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, episode 92, man. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted. We'll see you guys then.
Peace.